Hey, everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kareen, and welcome to Unfiltered. So, this is where we talk about anything, everything but people's business. So, I'm gonna get right to it. And apparently, it's something that's ongoing, but I wanted to bring awareness because I didn't know about it. And I'm pretty sure there are other people who are not aware about the ongoing lawsuit against these companies, these manufacturers of the perms and relaxers. And this is very important because when you hear perms and relaxers, I mean, pretty much Black women, right? So, yeah, this really stood out to me. So, what they are saying is that there is a connection between the perms and relaxers, the chemicals used in the perms and relaxers, and women's health issues like ovarian cancer and fibroids. And what's interesting to me is that I was diagnosed with fibroids, and I've had issues with them for a very long time. And of course, the doctor says, oh, it's common among African American women. And, for me, I need to know more. I'm like, well, why is it so common among us? Like, is it in the DNA or what is it? And I mean, it would make sense. I've used perms and or relaxers, I guess, same thing. And I know of other people. I mean, I know a lot of people who use perms. I know more people who have used perms in their lifetime than people who have not, put it like that. So I went to do some research and I thought I was going to find something on the DOJ website. But instead, what I found was there is a lawsuit, but it's more talking about the unfairness among the competition. It looks like L'Oreal wanted to acquire Carson, and there was an issue about lessening competition, not about health issues. Check it out. Okay, so there it is here, where they're talking about, it says United States pursuant to Section 2B. Let me get to the good stuff. Okay, there it is. The complaint alleges that Carson and L'Oreal are respectively the nation's largest and third largest suppliers of adult women's hair relaxer kits in the US. It says here, the proposed acquisition of Carson by L'Oreal will result in L'Oreal's controlling 3 of the top 5 selling brands and approximately 50% of adult women's hair relaxer kits sold through retail channels in the United States. So I went through it and there's nothing there that even discuss anything like as far as potential harm and side effects. Then I went to this website, clydecoat.com. And it says here, they're talking about this. Okay. So it says here, since October 2022, a new series of class action suits were brought against various manufacturers of hair relaxer products, including L'Oreal, Inc., in the United States. These suits allege that the hair relaxer products contain toxic chemicals which have increased the risk of health problems, such as ovarian and or uterine cancer in women. Okay. And they're talking about this here. It says the NIH did a study which found that women who used hair relaxer products were more than twice as likely to develop uterine cancer. And nobody said anything about this. Like, I haven't heard anything. And this is about a year old, I believe, but there's apparently like there's some updates or something like that. So it actually just kind of popped up in my feed and I was reading it. And then I checked this out.
People across the country are suing, claiming the products are linked to some reproductive cancers. This morning, Consumer Reports digs into the science, the claims, and what you need to know about the potential risk of relaxers.
Heidi Parks began using chemical hair relaxers as a child, a routine beauty ritual with risks she never expected.
Growing up through the years, got my hair straightened on a regular basis with a chemical relaxer.
Then in 2022, Heidi was floored to learn that she had stage 3 ovarian cancer, which she believes is a direct result of her decades-long use of chemical relaxers.
I wasn't aware of any potential side effects or dangers of using the products. If I had known, I absolutely would not have used the products.
Now, Heidi is one of thousands of women suing companies, including L'Oreal, Revlon, and others. Their lawsuit follows a National Institutes of Health study that included data of more than 33,000 women and found that women who use hair relaxers had more than double the risk of developing uterine cancer.
The plaintiffs in this lawsuit include women who were diagnosed with endometrial, ovarian, or uterine cancer after years of using chemical hair relaxers. And attorneys say as part of their treatment, many of these women have had to have hysterectomies, leaving them unable to have children.
Scientists point to chemicals like parabens, phthalates, and BPA in these products, all believed to be endocrine disruptors that affect hormone systems. Some products also contain or release formaldehyde, a known carcinogen.
The attorneys for these women argue that manufacturers misrepresented the toxic health effects of using these products, that they often marketed them as natural or gentle, despite the presence of harmful chemicals.
The manufacturers deny the allegations and argue it is impossible to prove direct causation. As for Heidi, while her cancer is now in remission, the fight continues. She undergoes frequent monitoring and the uncertainty that comes with it.
I'm almost afraid to plan for the future, but I feel like we're always waiting for the rug to be pulled out from underneath us. I constantly live in fear.
This is David Fazekas.
And now what's interesting is that they're saying that it's impossible or almost impossible to prove the connection. Yeah, that could be true. But if your product contains known carcinogens and there's like a target audience who use that product and they are experiencing symptoms caused by these cancer causing agents, I don't think that's that difficult to prove. So I don't know why that's not a known thing. So, and then we're just talking about the United States. What about these other countries? Is it a thing? Is this being discussed in other countries? Because I mean, just the DOJ itself is just really talking about the competition, about still trying to make as much profit as possible. And imagine they're fighting. So they're spending money in court to debate that, you know, who gets more money out of women's health issues. Think about that. Anyway, it's Friday and I'm not sure how your week went. Mine was just very long, productive, but long. And I really look forward to enjoying my weekend, probably with just rest or whatever comes my way. And I hope you have an awesome weekend as well. Till next time, if you like this video, please like, follow, subscribe, share, drop a comment.